Hi, welcome to Tree Gauge Farm. My name is Kyla. Today is exciting. I'm going to tell you guys about our new addition on the farm. Check out some video I have for you before I go into it.
There he is, Mr. K10.
Hi, buddy. Our lady's new main squeeze, the beast, Samson.
Look at all this rye. Look at him. Oh, yeah.
Welcome home, guys. So, we took a little trip down south from us, a few hours, and we picked up our very first bull for our girls. So, I want to talk a little bit about cattle. We had 3 Red Devon heifers that are just barely of breeding age, and then we had 1 longhorn steer that we ended up inheriting from another property, and he's just like a pet. So since our heifers came up to breeding age, which you'll find for those of you that want to start getting into cattle and raising your own beef, you have a few options on what to decide on how to get your cows pregnant. You can AI them, you can rent a bull for a couple months, or you can purchase a bull. Each one of those options have their pros and cons. So we've been trying to weigh those pros and cons for a very long time because we knew they were coming up in coming up to breeding age for our specific breed. You want to breed closer to over 20 months, closer to 2 years. So with AIing, you have to think about you have to know their cycle, which can be difficult. You have to, if you have a lot of cattle, you can find a vet that comes out to your property, but if you only have a handful of cattle, more than likely you have to take them into a facility to AI them, and then you have to take them back to the facility a month later to have them pregnancy checked, and it's just very slim that it's going to take the first time because they're only in cycle for 12 to 18 to 24 hours at the most, and so it's a very short window for getting your heifers bred. Not only that, and this is something that Joel Salatin says, for those of you who don't know who Joel Salatin is, he's like one of the leading farmers in the homesteading industry. I want to say industry, but I guess it is an industry, the homesteading. Anyway, he voices a lot of doing on permaculture and holistic farm practices and holistic raising your animals holistically. Well, he also does help you talk about what to think about when raising your own animals. And what he says about AIing, which makes a lot of sense, is when you take the bull and his shot of semen and you put it into, they're called sticks, they're AI sticks. I think you get like 10 per shot of semen. So if you're taking one stick and injecting into your heifer, you're not getting the best swimmer of the whole shot from the bull. You're getting the best swimmer from one shot, which is a tenth of the bull. So you're not, when you want it, you always want to breed for genetics. So this isn't the best way to breed for genetics. So that's just something to think about. And not to mention what I was mentioning before is you might have to take your heifers into the clinic multiple times for them to get pregnant. So there's that. Renting a bull is another option for, usually you can do it pretty inexpensively, a couple $100 for a couple months to have a bull come under your property. But you have to think about how will your bull react to your property. It's a new property for them. You don't know the bull's temperament, so you have to be careful with that. And you just, if you don't have a lot of money and you don't want to go the AI route because that can be pricey and you don't know what good you're going to get, the releasing a bull is a good option. And we were actually looking into that because we weren't necessarily prepared to get a bull. We didn't want to get a bull, and bulls can be very expensive. And to be transparent, we were not in a place to buy a bull at this time. So doing some research, I was looking for a Devon bull. We were actually exploring other options of bulls of different breeds, but we decided that the Red Devon breed is such an awesome breed of cattle that we wanted to keep that breed pure. So by looking into leasing a Devon bull, I came across this awesome little farm in Texas. There used to be a lot more Red Devon breeders in Texas. I want to say like 6 or 8. Now it's down to 2 for whatever reason. There's only 2 that I could find online, Red Devon breeders in Texas that love the breed, raise the breed as holistically as possible, and just truly care for the breed and all around. And if you didn't know, Red Devons are the number 1 cow. They're a mid-sized cow. They are the number 1 breed for the best marbling and best tasting beef that you can get out of 100% grass-fed beef. And they're also a dairy cow too, so they're dual purpose. A lot of places, even if they say it's grass-fed, a lot of people finish their cows off on grain. And you really can't find organic, non-GMO grain to finish your cows off on. And when you can find it, it's very expensive. And I'm not one to really trust labels anyway. Like, I don't trust the organic label and the non-GMO label. It's just, that's why we want to raise our own animals. So that's why we got into the Red Devon breed. Because of that, we want to be able to grass feed them. They're really good foragers. They'll eat more types of grass. They're not very picky over most other cattle breeds. And so that's why we decided we wanted to stick to a pure, keep the Devon line pure. And when I was looking for a bull to lease, and I found this farm a few hours south of us, I reached out to him. He did not have, this particular farm did not have any bulls. They do lease bulls, they just didn't have any for this year. They're booked out for the year to lease their bulls. But we were blessed, and he offered us a deal we couldn't pass up. It was such a blessing, a gift from God, for us to buy a bull off of him. This particular bull, we actually got 2 bulls from him. One is almost 3 years old, and one is 1 year old. And we're going to raise the 1-year-old up just to see if either the 3-year-old or the 1-year-old has the better genetics. We'll see. But it became a complete God-sent blessing for us to retain this bull. His name is Samson. I'm going to show you a bunch of videos of us picking him up right now.
There you go, look. Good job, dude.
Hi, babies. Hi. Hi, big boys. Welcome home. Hi. Hi, Samson. Hi, buddy. Oh, hello. Hi.
Oh man, it got toasty.
Yeah. Welcome home, baby. Come here. Come here, Mr. Ribs. Come on.
One out of there.
Come on. Come on, Bubba. Come on, Cal.
Oh yeah, you got glass.
Good boy. Hi, buddy. Hi, Samson. Hi, Samson. Welcome home, buddies. Welcome home, guys. Bull number 1. Bull number 2. Bull number 1. He's the star of the show, though.
Biscuit. That's kind of funny how everybody went like this,
Yeah.
except for Brisket. He's like,
The steers and the bulls meeting each other. Just one steer, 2 bulls. But the big boy, Samson, right there is the one we're concerned about with our steer brisket. Girls, you have a new husband.
I thought there would be more interaction, and they're just more, I think, interested in where they are.
Yeah.
They're like, this place is a buffet. Go say hi.
I think we're fine too. They're just gonna check out all the fencing. Girls, why don't you go say hi to your new boyfriend? I don't have anything, ladies. Hi. I don't have anything. I don't have anything. Ladies, go get him. Go get him, ladies. Brisket. Okay. Our neighbor is also getting their pasture baled. Ours is next. He's doing ours today too. They're mooing for each other, but they're too busy checking out their new home to really do anything, I think. Come here! Go get him! Ladies, go get him! That is Cherry. That is Rosie behind Cherry, who had that messed up ankle, but she's doing good now. She's just putting weight back on. And then behind her is Betty. Betty's my favorite. I'm gonna try to milk her. Devon's our dual purpose, grass-fed beef, and supposed to be good dairy cows. So we'll see how that goes. There'll be a video on that, I'm sure. They're working their way down to him. Let's see how this goes.
All the cows are meeting right now. You guys saying hi? How are the babies? Oh, look at you guys. Oh, yeah.
Oh, cattle cubes! Cattle cubes bring all the cows to the yard.
Wow, look at how pretty. Is that Betty that just pushed him out of the way?
That is... yeah, that was Betty.
Yeah, he gets a ton of males right there. He drops one there and then another one right there.
Rosie. Oh, no, that's not Rosie. That's the little bull calf, Mr. Ribs. And then that is Samson. Those are the two new bulls. And that right there is... I think that is Rosie. She's a little skinny because of her ankle. She couldn't graze very much, but she's doing better. She's putting weight on. And then Betty, Mr. Ribs, Brisket. And then there's beautiful Cherry right there. Fine specimen of a Devon cow. Samson, you're so beefy. Hi. Oh, hello, mister. Hello. Hi, Brisket. Are you guys all friends? Are you guys all friends? Oh, look at that face, Samson. You're funny. Ooh, Samson and he's finally found his ladies. Cattle run day 2. You ready to be introduced to your...
Samson, the bigger bull that you can see in the videos, he is just a beautiful bull. He is the genetics in him. He's a really good looking bull. He is ready to go. He's never been around ladies, so our ladies are the first ladies he's going to be around. Another thing about Red Devon cattle is they're a big reason why people get into them. Well, actually, they're not that popular, but why we got into them and the people who do have them have gotten into them, besides the meat aspect and the dairy aspect and their foraging that they do, is their temperaments are very docile. So Samson, our new bull, he is very docile. You can walk right by him. You always want to be mindful of walking into a pasture with a bull, just to be able to get out of his way in case he doesn't move. You don't want to get pinned up against anything, but he is just very docile. He respects fencing, and he's just such a beautiful addition to our farm. It has been such a blessing. In addition to those two little bulls that we got, well, Samson's not little, but his 1-year-old little brother is. We also were blessed with 2 little bull calves that are around 4 or 5 months old that we are going to end up castrating, and we're going to raise them up as steer for our freezer, because our own beef that we're going to raise on our farm, we're like 2.5 years out now with getting Samson, getting our girls pregnant, raising them up for meat. So we were also blessed with 2 little bull calves too that you saw in the video, the little black one, black with a tint of red. So those are our new blessed little animals on the farm, and none of it was really planned, and it was blessings from God, and it just all worked out perfectly. We also have some other new additions on the farm, which I'm going to share in another video. It'll be a surprise. So look out for the video that I'm going to do in the next couple days that I'm going to put out for you. And if you have any questions on Red Devons or raising cattle or what your experience, if anybody has Red Devons, let me know. I just wanted to share our blessings with you and just really share all the video of picking them up and letting them, when we kept them penned, I was going to sign off, but I'm not signing off yet. We kept them in a holding pen off of our barn for like 12 hours before we released them onto the pasture with the other cattle, just so they could sniff through the fencing and get acquainted a little bit. And we were in one of the videos that I showed you, we just were expecting some sort of reaction when we opened the pasture to the other cows, and it was just, they're such a calm breed that they just walked right out, looked around, checked out their new home, and they're all settled in. They've been here for about 4 days now. Everybody's settled in, everybody's happy. Our herd went from 4 to 8 in a few days, and it's been such a blessing. God is so good. I hope you all enjoyed seeing our cows, and I just wanted to share the blessing with everyone, and look out for the new video of the other new farm additions that we have going on here. I hope you all have a blessed week, and thank you for stopping by and hanging out with us. As always, I will talk to you later.